Hi, this is Charlie from Photocentric with another short instructional video, and this time I will be using the imagepac artwork program to turn a photograph into a negative. We have a couple of options that we can do here. I'll show you both of them. When you load the program from the CD that comes with your kit onto your PC, this is what you will see, the big white viewing screen and then the options down the left hand side. Please note that it is a Windows-based utility. The CD or the artwork program will not work with Macs. The CD does load into Macs and you can see the other stuff, but the artwork program doesn't. And if you have a Mac, there is other videos on the website that will help you turn your photos into negatives. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Open Drawing, and this accesses our computer's hard drive where we can find our picture, and I'm going to take Charlie here. Most pictures, when you upload them first time, are very large files, so you need to press auto fit and it will fit the image to the screen. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is now concentrate on these two buttons. We have photograph or line drawing. Well, this is not a line drawing, it is so obviously a photograph, so let's click photograph. What the computer does there is it turns it into a half tone. Okay, now half tone means it's going to adjust the image so you've got some blacks, whites and greys, and it's kind of pixelated. That's what a halftone pattern means. So as you can see, when we make this into a stamp, you're going to get some slight shading variations. You're going to get the the sort of dots, but not quite as large as this, because when we make the image smaller for our polymer pack, as I would do just now, you'll see that those dots all condense. So we want to make this into a portrait medium size stamp, so I'm going to click the A7. There we go. Miraculously, the program will stick the image onto a very nice neat black border, half-inch black border, which we always need when we make our images, when we make our negatives, ready for us to print. Okay, so I'm going to close that. I'm then going to rotate it 90 degrees so we fit it onto the small pack. Again, it's prepared with a half-inch black border, and you can see that the dots have all been sort of squeezed together to give us a better looking picture. This is the halftone version. Okay, let's get it back to normal. Save your image, your negative, so that you can use it again. All right. Now there are other videos of other ways of using free web-based software to get different types of images and different types of effects from your photographs. This is not, and I stress not, the only way of doing a photograph. So let's look at some other ways. I think this would be a great stamp. It comes out, when it stamps out, it looks really good. You'll find that your stamp, when you make this type of negative, will be solid because of the greys in the background. The stamp maker will turn this into a solid. It won't wash away, and sometimes people think when they have made a stamp using the photograph filter in the software and the stamp is totally solid, that it won't ink up and it won't give a good effect, but it will. Have faith, ink it up and use it. It will make a lovely stamp. I'm going to return to the original. Okay, press original and it takes me back to my original file, auto fit, and I'm going to show you what happens when you press line drawing. Alright, now I know we said that in our two videos that we've done that photographs should only be used with the photograph button and line drawings for images for the line drawings, but let's have a look just to get a different effect what happens when we press line drawing. So click line drawing and we've got our brightness and contrast sliders. Now as it stands, it probably looks like a picture or an image from a horror film. Okay, what we can do though is we can adjust the brightness and the contrast to make this a better, much better stamp. And you have to have a slight understanding, there's a bit of trial and error involved when you do this sort of image to know what's going to make something good and what's going to make something bad. So I'm going to take down my brightness, not all the way. What I'm looking for is a fantastic contrast between blacks and whites. Somewhere about there is really good. I'm going to increase the contrast. There we go. Now that probably looks something even more out of a horror film, but fear not, because when I press OK, I just want to show you that that is really great contrast here between the blacks and the whites. So we're going to get lots and lots of lovely definition, bit of shading around here as well. So I'm going to press OK to that. Now, if you wanted to see what this is going to stamp out like, press line drawing again, and there you go. That, when your stamp is made, is what it's going to stamp up like. How amazing is that? I love trying, first of all, photograph, and then trying line drawing when I use photo images. So I'm going to click OK there, look. I'm going to click line drawing again, and that takes me back to my negative. Click OK, and then click save. OK, and then we can save that as Charlie negative, and it's locked away to be used for another day. So it's all according to the type of image that you want. We can use the photograph filter, or we can use the line drawing, and all we need to do with line drawing is adjust the brightness and the contrast to get a really, you don't want it up there, that's going to be no good, and we don't want it down there, that's going to be no good. We need somewhere in the middle where we get the whites and the blacks, something like that. Press OK to that, and that will stamp out beautifully, I would say. And then we can resize it to the size of our polymer packs, not like that obviously because we need it as a negative, but we could resize it to the size of our polymer packs and press print, and we're away. So there we go. That's a very short demonstration of how to make a negative from a photograph using the imagepac artwork program.